Happy Monday. You guys, I'm excited for these calls too. It's been a while. I have not done a team call in a while by choice. I have been doing one-on-ones like crazy. I've been doing other team calls for individual teams. I've been doing a lot, right? We all do the things. But this week, I was at a retreat and I was talking to some girls and I was like, if you're doing one-on-one things everywhere, don't expect to blow up. Okay? You gotta have something that's universal for everyone that they can access all the time. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to start doing these team calls again. So here we are. I'm gonna start doing these every single Monday. Y'all can plug in. This one is gonna be our first. So naturally, I have a lot of new market partners that are gonna be getting the replay, and they're actually on the call this morning. So I'm gonna share how I got started, a quick introduction, and I'm gonna also tell you guys my tips on how to really launch your business to find the success that you're looking for. Not the success I'm looking for, right? The success you're looking for, because everyone's goals are different in this business. All right, so my name is Julie Stevens. If you have never met me, I am possibly one of your uplines, more than likely. I've been in the business since pre-launch. How that came about was I had my friend Ann Fisher. If you guys don't know her, you'll get to know her. You'll love her. She has calls on Saturdays. She messaged me, but she almost didn't. I want you guys to know this. She almost did not message me about this opportunity. She has this rule of thumb that everyone goes on the list, and that's the only reason I'm here today. She was writing down names of contacts of who she was going to reach out to about this Monat product and business that she had just discovered, right? It was September 18th, 19th, 20th, 2014. So this was 11 years ago. And Anne has this rule of thumb. So she's like, okay, write down Julie. And then she was like, oh, Julie doesn't need this. Have you guys ever said that before, just about someone? They don't need this. Oh, she's just gonna turn me down anyway. Like this isn't this. She's just gonna say no. So she erased my name and she started messaging her other friends. A couple hours go by. End of the day, she remembers her rule of thumb and she sends me a message. Now, at the time, I was living in an apartment trying to figure out how I was going to pay for groceries. I had two negative checking accounts. My husband worked over 100 hours a week. I never saw him. My daughter, who is almost 18 now, so crazy. She was 7 years old at the time. Anne messaged me and she's like, Jules, you need to check out this company. And I'm like, no, no. So if you guys have a no, if anyone tells you no, and if you were a no, remember, no does not always mean no. It just means there's something going on behind the scenes that they're not sharing with you that's keeping them from it. My no was because my bank account was in the negative. Two of them, okay? I had two checking accounts. I'll never forget it, okay? Two checking accounts in the hole. And she would not leave me alone. I couldn't tell her, bro, I'm broke. Like I could not tell her that because that is so embarrassing, right? No one's going to tell you they're dirt broke. But that was my reasons to say no. And I didn't want to tell her that. So after 2 days of her not giving up on me, I said no about 5 or 6 times now, but I was being kind because she's a really, really good friend of mine. I've known her forever. We've gone to church our whole lives. When she had her baby, I was the first one at her hospital. When I was pregnant with mine, she had a handkerchief anointed and prayed for over by her entire family, and she sent it to me. And you guys, my preeclampsia and toxemia started getting better the day I got it. If there's anyone I want to bless in this business, my upline Anne deserves every bit of this. I love that woman so much. So I was being nice to her. I was like, no, no, no. My daughter gets home from school that day. This is like September 22nd. It's like 2 days before I sign up. And she gets home from school and I open up my pantry to get her some food. I have one bag of ramen noodle left in my pantry. You guys, that was my day. Grabbed the bag of ramen noodle and I slammed my pantry door. I'll never forget it. I was so upset. And I said, screw this. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to do this. I went straight over to my computer and I got on Google and I looked up payday loans. Never done it before. I got approved. I don't know how with a 480 credit score, but I got approved. They charged me 60% interest rate, but I got it. $600 is what they loaned me. I ran and grabbed it. I went and got one of my checking accounts out of the hole, grabbed me a Starbucks, and I went straight back to my computer and I signed up in this business. And that's not when my life changed. It was daily, it was hourly as my life was changing. Because at first I started messaging two friends who were also broke. When I say like you are the average of the five people you hang around, if you don't have the money, or if you're talking to someone who doesn't have the money, more than likely their friends are in the same situation. So my friends were broke. One of them was waiting on her FAFSA loan to come back. She was actually going to split that with me so I could get signed up. It came back and it wasn't enough. That's how real this is. Like we were in the trenches. My sister was down a weekend before that. We were both looking for jobs. She was struggling. I was struggling. So naturally, I message my sister. I call her. She's kind of with me and she knows what I'm doing a little bit. And she's telling me, don't you dare. No, no, no. And you guys, my sister was same way as me. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. No. I kept going back to my sister over and over. At one time, I hung up on her and told her I was losing money talking to her. That's how serious it was. So she eventually said yes the last day of the month, also. But you guys, my first week in the business, I'm not here to tell you that this is what you got to do, but I'm here to share you what's possible. My first week in the business, I was on the phone nonstop. I was texting everybody in my Facebook. Why? Well, because if I signed up one, two, three people, I would earn a couple $100. And that's all I cared about. You guys, I was not marrying this company. I wasn't even going to stick around. At the time, I thought it was a new company that was actually going to flop. Okay. So I was like, I'll get the money and then we'll see what happens with the company. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not know this is pre-launch, it's brand new. Literally, less than like 1% of companies that launch actually make it through year three. Did you know that? So if people are messaging you about a new opportunity, a new company, I run. I run. So I was planning on running from this company, but I was going to collect the bonuses because I didn't think it would stick around because the chances are it's not. Okay, week one goes around. I've got this whiteboard. My friend Kyla's got a whiteboard, and we're writing down all the names that we've talked to. In 6 days, we had 80 people on our team. I did $24,000 in team sales and just product packs in 6 days. This was nonstop talking on the phone, you guys. I'm not saying that I came in and I had a contact list. I did not. I had 400 friends on my Facebook and none of them liked my posts. This was, I got my sister-in-law, my friend Kyla, who was a hairdresser, another hairdresser girl that I barely knew. I just messaged her on Facebook because I saw she owned a salon and we had a mutual friend. She said yes. And then another girlfriend that lived close by who was my best friend, Kelly Bryant. Those were my yeses. I did not sign up 80 people personally, but each one of those girls, we got them two to three people. Some of their girls, we got them two to three people. We were helping everyone make their money back. Before you knew it, 80 market partners during pre-launch. It was crazy. Now I fly to Miami and I get to meet the company, okay? Because I earned a trip. And that's when I realized my life changed. I met the CEO who his heart was in the right place as me. And I just decided I'm all in. This is like this I'm all in. This company is wanting to spoil us. Their products are amazing. Like the first time I tried the shampoo was at Kyla Williamson's hair at or Kyla Williamson's house at 4 a.m. I was about to jump on a plane to go to Miami, right? First time I washed my hair, I'm running late. I wash it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this stuff smells so good. Holy cow, the lather is awesome. And I run because I'm late, run past the mirror and I stop and I look back in the mirror and I am like, I've never seen my hair shine like that. Are you freaking kidding me? I get the blow dryer. I start blow drying really fast. I got 10 minutes to get out the door to head to the airport, okay, to go meet this company. While I'm blow drying my hair, I yell at Kyla and I'm like, Kyla, we're gonna be rich. We're gonna be rich. This stuff is so good. And she couldn't believe the results on my hair. That was my first time ever trying the product. That was it. I didn't know what I was selling before I was selling it. I was selling the opportunity. I was selling the fact that they were selling bonuses. And I heard the product was pretty good. Trusting it. When I got it, oh my gosh, I knew it was going to be so good. So I got really excited because the product performed and delivered, and I felt beautiful with my hair for the first time in probably my entire life. A month later, we're 1 month into the company. You guys, we've got goals for the company. I'm starting to like learn the ropes. I'm just a baby. If you guys want to go watch my very first YouTube video I ever did, type in Julie Stevens, my story. You should compare me to that girl right there because that's the girl back then. That's the girl who launched and made a lot of money. It's not the girl today. I have a lot more confidence today. I don't get as nervous. There's a lot of things that happen as you progress, but in the very beginning, I was terrified. I was terrified of what people would think of me. I was terrified that I had the finest, thinnest, babiest see-through hair I've ever seen in my life. How in the heck am I going to sell shampoo? Plus, it's naturally curly. I literally was terrified of anyone to see my hair wet growing up because it curled and frizzed up on me so bad. And by the way, these are natural waves that I air dried. You guys, it took me 11 years even in Monat to fall in love with my own hair. I'm still like, I'm leveling up. Like, it's go time. So I have been in this for 11 years. But that first month, you guys, I did $70,000 in team sales on our team in 1 month, the first month in the business. I'm not telling you this is what you need to do, but I'm telling you this is possible. I made, I made over 7 grand my first month in the business. The week before that, I made 3,800. When I say life-changing money, I was chasing any kind of money. I did not know it was going to be life-changing. I just wanted to be able to buy more ramen noodle. I just wanted to be able to put gas in my car. I just wanted my car to quit breaking down at red lights. And if I could afford that service maintenance, I would have done it with my piece of junk car. This was my story. And that's where I started. And you guys, the first year I learned so many mistakes. And I also earned a lot of money in the progress. So when I'm telling you, like, start your business not where you're comfortable, get uncomfortable. You're going to grow in this, okay? But messaging your friends and stuff, it is weird. It's weird at first. But it's not weird if you were to ask them to go try out the new Starbucks drink, right? You didn't make commissions on it, so it's not weird. But all of a sudden, whenever we're like, hey guys, I got this shampoo, the company's going to pay me if you buy from my site, it's always like, oh, why? Why? So if you ever feel that way, that is the enemy trying to slow you down. Okay? God is not the author of confusion. So anytime that I feel like a pretty good feeling or a bad feeling, I try to recognize it. Is it nerves? Am I anxious? What is it? Because I was really anxious those first several messages I sent out, and I still get anxious today sending out messages. So I've been in it for 11 years. I love this business. I have made over 18 million in commissions thanks to my team. It's not a bragging point on me. It's my team. I brag on my team every single day. We've had over 60 girls earn $1 million in commissions, and hundreds of people earn 6 figures a year. So if you're new here and if you're wondering, what can this offer me? It can offer you anything that you want. It can offer you a no cap on your income. So, like, if you need to make more money that month, you don't have to ask your job or your boss. You literally jump on your phone and get the job done, and they'll pay you. It's pretty cool. I've never had to ask for a raise. I go and get it myself. How many of you guys have worked in a corporate position or maybe for someone else where you've wanted a raise? Maybe you're too afraid to ask, or maybe you did ask and you got disappointed. Like, that's kind of where I compare this to because I love making money. I love it. You guys, I'm obsessed with making money. I love people more. Give me the people over the money any day. But you guys, making money and loving on people, this can provide people to stay at home, provide for their families, and bring food, raiment, and all the things that they need to just by selling shampoo, just by being yourself, just by talking about, yeah, it makes your hair shiny. It's little simple things that can really move far. So the reason why I said yes in the very beginning, because I already had my reasons no, I want to share with you guys why I said yes. When I got started, I was Googling hair care because this is a new world to me, all right? I am a tomboy. What is hair care? I know how to put my hair in ponytails and cornrows. That's it, all right? Don't know how to curl it. I can braid, all right? I can braid all day. What in the world am I getting into? So I started looking up hair care. Y'all have heard of electricity, right? Okay, hair care's up next to it in the industry. As far as revenue goes in the world, did you know that hair care is up next to electricity? How many of you guys rely on electricity? That's why I said yes. I was like, holy smokes, this is huge. This is huge. I had no idea how much money was going through in revenue when it came to the hair care world. You got to think hair restoration, expensive. Extensions, expensive. Hair treatments. You guys, there's a lot of things that go into the hair industry. So I decided I want to tap into something big and I will learn hair. I will learn hair. I know I'm not a hairdresser, but I've learned a lot. And you guys, I still consider myself a little mid. When it comes to education in the hair world, I'm mid. All right. I'm understanding what my hair is doing. I understand what most people's hair is doing half the time, but I'm not an expert. And so if you're new here too, don't worry. I've been in this for 11 years. I've got confidence in the product and I got confidence that I can match you right and make you happy. But when it comes to like being a hair expertise, I do my best. All right. So drop the pressure off of you to be a hair expert. Go back in your back office and go get the certification, shampoo dealer certification. Get all of those done. That is going to help a ton. Okay. Now, if you are new, let's get going. If you guys are relaunching, this is what I tell my new girls every single time. For those existing market partners, side note, I do a lot of onboarding, right? I have 7 steps. Guess what? I'm not doing that anymore with new people. I just changed it about a year ago and it's working out well. I do that with people who are stuck. Okay. So like maybe a month in, 2 months in, they're like, oh, that's when I pull out my onboarding 7 steps. You guys will get into that later, like maybe on another call. You guys can always ask me for it. But for launching someone new, truly it's just about where's your contact list? What's your why? So let's get into this. I have a couple of notes. Let's say you just got started. Now what? Take the shampoo certification. All right, it's going to help you a lot. It's going to give you a little bit of confidence, and it's going to help you kind of learn about our shampoos and our products. Did you guys know that you have a quiz also on your website? Hi, Nicola. It's nice to see you. My Austria girl. Okay, there's a quiz on your website. Now you can change it to where your quiz results don't go to your back office. You can change it to your email. I'm going to walk you through this. For record players, they can always pause this. But basically, you go into your back office. Kyla walked me through this the other day. Shout out to Kyla. Go to your picture profile emoji. This is really easy, so don't stress about like jumping in there right now. Click manage account, email settings, forward all emails, put in your email address, click save. Now, whenever you do this, if someone goes onto your website and they take the quiz, it's going to go into your email instead of your Monat back office email because you do have an email in your back office. And I've been using that for 11 years. I did not know to forward my email until this week. So we're all learning things. Okay, another thing on the quiz. I want to touch base on this. Existing market partners who've been in for a while, who are a little bit more advanced, if you ask them about the quiz, they might tell you I make my own. All right, I don't. I'm just letting you guys know right now, I do not make my own stuff. It's not duplicatable, so I'm not going to do it, but I'm not against people doing it because it is duplicatable if they're sharing it, right? But for me, I'm lazy and I just trust the system. I don't always trust the answers. Okay, so have them take the quiz. All right, you're going to get all of the questions it asks and the answers. Now, this is where you get to do your job. That's the consulting part. So maybe they say they have frizzy hair, but it's really fine and limp. And it says anti-frizz line, okay? And the blowout cream. If they have hair like mine, I'm probably going to be like, go with Renew. It's lighter than the anti-frizz, and you don't need the blowout cream, honey. I'm going to save you money there. So that's something that I would recommend. And the reason is because the blowout cream is heavy on my hair. I have the finest hair of anyone in the company, okay? Like probably it's see-through, all right? I use very bare minimum products and it works really well for me. So I go through the quiz answers and I talk to them. This is also your relationship building with your customer or your market partner. The back and forth conversation of progress, getting them serviced, that's your relationship. And that's really key right here. So go through their answers and then you can just start to tell them. And I'm not saying blowout cream will make anyone sad, you guys, if they have hair like mine, by the way, because I used it for 8 years. All right. And I loved it. Now I don't. use it. And it's like, oh, hey. So you're going to trial all the products. You're going to see what you like, what kind of results you like. And I challenge you to do that because as you're customizing your girls, your clients, um, yeah, I'll drop the steps, Lori. As you're doing this, you're going to be helping them get the results that they want. Now, hair like mine, for a while, I wanted my hair really sleek and straight and soft. So I would probably style it differently than I do whenever I air dry my curls. I'm just encouraging you that you probably won't give them a product that's going to make them hate their hair. Okay. Just relax. It's going to be okay. If you do get something that's maybe too heavy, swap it up. But I challenge you to practice, to learn, use the quiz results so that way you can try to customize the best that you can. Yeah, so the steps for changing your quiz results, I'll walk you through real quick. You're going to go to your picture profile in your back office. It's the picture that's up in the top right. You're going to click on account, manage account, email settings, and then you're going to forward all emails. It's right there. Okay, now another thing you're going to want to know is how to sign up a VIP customer. I'll give you a little tip right now that I'm running into. Log into your back office and create the cart from there. Don't just go to your website and create the cart, okay? I'm not able to send the link right now, so I'll talk to corporate, see if that's like a mistake or they need to fix it. But basically, a shortcut, you guys, this week I discovered, log in. Make sure you log into your back office. And what you're going to do is you're going to click, like, I think it's on the side, it says sign up a VIP customer. All right, go through that, create the cart for people. And if you're new here and you don't know what this means, I'm going to simplify it. Whenever you're customizing and telling people what products they need, imagine them going on your website and looking for all of them. It's a lot. It's a lot. And sometimes, like, if they're typing in the search, it's just a lot. And then they might get distracted, and then the baby cries, and then they're gone, right? So we want to just make it really easy and simple because that's what our jobs. So what I do is I check out their quiz results or maybe their answers or maybe the conversation I had. I go in there and I customize the cheapest, most effective cart for their hair that I can. If they have Bond IQ, if they have a lot of damage, I'm going to add the Bond IQ and another shampoo. I'm going to add all the things that if they have blonde hair, I'm going to add a purple. Okay, because that's going to make me really happy. Like I love the violet lights. It makes a big difference in my hair. I add the violet lights and the Renew and I mix it together in my hand. It's my favorite. I love it. And yeah, gonna probably keep doing that for the rest of my life. Send carts to already existing VIPs. That's a good question, Sonia, because they are supposed to be adding that. Does anyone know if they got that feature done? I don't think you can send. Okay, thank you, Chelsea. We can't do that yet, but yeah, it's on the way. We've been asking for that because a lot of VIPs are like, oh my gosh, I want to order this and this and this. Can you help me? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you got to go in and help them. Okay, so after you go in and you are sending them this, or whenever you're going in and adding the products to your shopping cart, at the bottom it's going to click, there's a button that says save and share. You can save it and share from your first initial cart, or you can go all the way to the FlexShip, go ahead and add products to FlexShip and save and share from there. I prefer to do it after the FlexShip because sometimes my girls will get on there and be like, I got stuck on the FlexShip. I couldn't find the product. And if you're unsure of what to put in a FlexShip, put the Rejuvenique oil. A Rejuvenique oil needs to be on their head. They need to be going through those bottles if they want the best hair and skin. So I add the Rejuvenique oil on everything, and their initial order too, and the IR serum. Look at Chelsea. You guys, she's right. You need the IR, you need the IR serum. And if anyone, you guys, actually, thinning is a big topic right now because we're going into the fall season. Did you guys know that cycles happen with your hair and you shed? Happens with eyelashes, it happens with eyebrows. You shed hair. So fall season, people are going to be shedding. So yeah, IR clinical, get that in there. When you send the cart, can you send it as a text or does it go to, whoops, just a new, yeah, you can send it through a text message. It's going to be a copy and paste link. Yep. And I love doing it that way. And actually, if you just, sometimes you're in your web browser and you just forward a link, your web browser link, sometimes that will work too if you're logged in. It won't. So, okay, need more products that only last 30 days. Yes, we do. The IR pill is something whenever we get that back in, put that in everyone's flagship cart. Make sure you guys are doing that. Everyone should be on that. And I'm thinking of any more monthly products. Oh, the apple cider vinegar gummies. Those are really great for monthly. That's something that's going to run out every single month. The oil is great for monthly. Serum is good for monthly. For me, my new probably quarterly product, because I think it's going to last me a long time, is the new IQ Bond Serum. I use that a lot. That one works really good on my hair. Oh my gosh, it's like my favorite. Any idea when? No, I don't. I wish I did. Okay, so now do you guys understand a little bit on how to send a cart? So if you guys are existing market partners, you've been around for a little while, this is how I onboard my new girls. I make sure they know how to do the quiz, how to consult with a quiz. And by the way, as the upline, I'm going to help my girls consult their clients. Okay, because I've been using the products longer, so I'm going to help them. And that's also going to help build relationship with you and the new market partner. Okay, and energy. Yeah, the energy. Oh, guys, guess what? I heard that Pineapple Energy is going to be back on Wednesday. Yeah, Angie, I know, right? We're all gonna wake up. We're all gonna be back. You guys, sales are gonna be exploding. It's gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. It's coming in today. It's not gonna be ready to be shipped out until Wednesday. So it's actually coming in today. So yeah. You guys, it's snowing at my house. Side note, it is snowing. I cannot even believe this. Okay. Yeah, it's yuck. All right. Contacts. I've already talked about what I tell my new market partner as writing down contacts. Everyone goes on the list because it's not up to you to prejudge, right? You guys, can you imagine if Anne was just like, Julie, don't need this? You guys are in my downline. You guys may not be here today. So imagine the ripple effect that you might have just talking to one person, the smallest person that you barely think of in the back of your mind. Maybe sitting there praying for God to just, Lord, give me something. I need something to provide for my family. I just need an opportunity. That was me. That was 100% me, you guys. I was praying so hard for something to come along. I was struggling so bad. So when it comes to your contacts, everyone goes on the list. Now let me help you on your reach outs. Okay. We want to data collect to see what's out there. I want to know if Ricky's used the Renew shampoo so that way I can tell her about it. If she hasn't, I'm going to tell her about it. Same thing goes with Monat and your clients and your prospects, your potentials. So if we don't know if they've used it, let's find out. If we don't know if they've tried it or heard of it, that's your job. That's it. My first message to everyone and all of my new market partners, I tell them this is what you want to ask your friends. Hey, have you heard of Monat? How easy is that to ask? How easy? And you're going to get a yes or a no. This is where the conversation starts. The second thing you want to know to collect data so you could be of service to people, have they tried it? That's it. Have you heard of it? Have you tried it? Girl, we'll hook you up. That is where the conversation starts. It is so easy to start a conversation just asking if people tried it. That's it. You're going to get, yeah, I did. And, okay, sweet. This is the moment where a lot of people only want to hear the positive. I do not. I don't want to hear any positive. I want to hear every objection, every negative thought, everything you've ever heard. I want to hear it all right now. Right now. Because if you've got something in the back of your mind and you're trying to make me feel good as a salesman, it's going to make me sick in 2 weeks when you're like, I actually hate the products. I just wanted to support you. Like, oh, this has happened before, you guys. I want to get every objection out of the way in the beginning, and this is your job to get it out of them. All right. Now, some people are just awesome. They're like, bro, I've been waiting for this. Let's go. Those are different stories, okay? But for about 75% of our people, they've got objections in the back of their mind. They're wondering what their aunt's going to think of them because their aunt had a cousin who had bad results. They're going to wonder about that. They're going to be thinking, what's my husband going to think of me if I spend this money? They're going to be thinking, uh, What is this going to do to my, there's so many objections. What if I don't have the time? What if I fail? What if my best friend tells me no and then she just thinks I want to use her for money? All of these thoughts are going to be coming through all your girls' heads. Go through it with them because this is our job is to mentor and coach people because we've been in it a little bit longer, even if it's just a couple hours longer than your new market partner, you guys. You got a little bit of experience and even going together and holding hands and saying, I got you, this will help, like I'll help you get through these. It makes a huge difference. Ask more open-ended questions. Stay away from the yes or no questions. That is very good because the person who talks the most during a sale usually loses. Okay? And it's not that you're losing, it's just that you're not gaining because you're not data collecting where their head's at. So during conversations, we're good at our jobs typically after some practice, right? And we want to talk at people and fill them in. We need them to talk at us really bad, especially the new market partners that come in. If I'm doing all the talking on a three-way call, I'm assuming that girl's probably out because I talk most. If I didn't hear her objections or if I didn't hear her excitement or if I didn't hear more from her on three-way calls, I know that that call is bonk. It's not any good. You guys, I want to hear the prospect talking. So it's up to us to get the questions out of them so we can data collect to see where their head's at, what objections they have, what are they excited about. And most people just want to go to what are you excited about? What do you love about the product? No, I'm like, what do you hate? What's holding you back? Like, is there something that's going to happen or is there something that's going down that's like hindering you? Because I want to talk you through it because I probably felt the same way at one point or another. Trust me. Did you guys know that my husband was not supportive of this for like, I mean, months? My husband was not supportive at all. In fact, when I got my payday loan, I didn't want to tell him, and I kind of didn't. And then when I said I'm going to Miami, he got mad. And he left my kid at home with a babysitter and went off to Arkansas for a couple of days with his buddies. He was mad that I got involved in this. And for a couple of months, he was not supportive and he was waiting for this company to flop. So if you guys have unsupportive husbands, I'd love to hear your excuse that's bigger than mine. You guys, he was not supportive. When I got that check for $7,000, he honestly said, I hope you get another one. I sure do too. Okay. You guys, he was not nice. He was not nice. And guess what? Me telling him that I was going to make this happen wasn't going to change the fact that we couldn't pay our bills. It wasn't going to put food in our fridge. Me doing it without saying I'm going to do it. That's what paid the bills. I was just doing it. And the doing it is the stuff that no one else sees. No one sees you sending that message that you about had a stroke on, right? Do you guys get nervous when you send messages still? You should. You really should. That message could be a huge life-changing moment for you. You never know who's going to come into your life and enhance it or make it worse. That's within our controls too, with our boundaries and the way that we allow people to treat us. And you guys, I tell people, I'm like, treat me like I'm not, don't treat me like I'm your boss, but treat me like I'm running alongside you. Like I am in this with you. I'm learning too. And if I learn something today, I'm definitely going to shortcut it and tell you, don't do that. It don't work. But most of the time, I'm just telling you guys, think of everything. If you ever have a thought that comes to your mind that comes to like how you're going to get the product out there, maybe get a presentation out there, a post, I'll never tell anyone, no, don't do that because any idea could possibly lead you to your next best runner. So if you guys are new in this and you're thinking, wow, this girl's crazy. I am. I am crazy. I am the crazy girl who literally saw this company and thought I could make $1,000. I was crazy. And I still think that people who come into this thinking they can make $1,000 are a little crazy too. Because this industry is not for the normal. This industry is going to pay very, very high. The rewards are insane, you guys. But check this out. I've made $18 million, and there was a time when I was like, take all the money away from me. I don't need it. I don't need it. because my heart is so full with who I am that deserved to make the money. You guys, building yourselves up in this in the hard moments, trust me, those are the golden moments for you. You guys need to go back and watch my first video. It is so embarrassing. You will feel so much better about yourself. Okay? Like really good. I showed some of the girls at the retreat this week and they could not believe my glow up, my confidence that has changed. I can't either. I'm like, who is that girl? And every single day, I've been trying to grow. Every single day, I run into objections. Every single day, I'm like, oh, I'm not good enough. Wait, hold on, don't say that. You are, right? We all do that. No one's more special than the other here. Anyone can gain an influence, anyone can gain a friend. You guys remember, I didn't have a big social media following, and I really still don't today. Okay? I did this because I had a heart to help other people make money. My sister, she was working 3 other jobs as a single mom, having panic attacks on the side of the road on her way to work with her son in the back seat. I had a huge why, and it wasn't just mine. I had a why for her too. I wanted this for her so bad, I was not going to let her tell me no. Literally, I showed up to her house and I said, get out your credit card. If you don't do it, I'm doing it for you. Okay? That's how strong I was in how I felt that this was going to change our lives. I was 100% committed. My sister's been in this for 11 years with me. She's made millions of dollars, and this has been her full-time income, providing for her son for 11 years. That's the stories we want to build here. It's not the crazy cars, the Cadillacs and the Range Rovers and all the car programs are amazing and they provide, trust me, it's really nice. But the person that you're developing, going through these hard things and going through the nervous moments of messaging your people, that's the real glow up. And the more you glow up your self-confidence, your experience, the money will come. I promise. So if you are looking at this as like a huge commitment, cool. If you don't want a huge commitment here, cool. That's awesome. I don't ask of anything that my girls don't want to give, but I will raise the bar a little bit. I will tell you, you could probably do more than what you think you can. So I'm just going to tell you guys right now, an open mouth is an open business. And that is how I run my business. I'm going to sign up market partners along the way, and I might give them different advice here and there. But the main thing that I always go back to is who in your contact list and who on your friends list knows about Monat? Who has heard of it? Who has tried it? All right, let's start there. We need to find out who's tried it, okay? Because we need to get over those hurdles, right? Because if you got Chelsea over here who tried the product and it's not working very good, we don't want her running her mouth. Let's just go talk to Chelsea. Chelsea's probably going to be your biggest advocate for the product when you get her on the right product. Don't be afraid of the haters. I don't know if you guys know this, but the top income earners were haters. Big haters. Yep, Krista Crawford, Christina Smallwood, they hated Monat. They did not like talking about it and they weren't going to have anything to do with it. And now they are top income earners and making millions. All right. So yeah, this is go time, you guys. We have a quarter left of the year, right? Less than a quarter because it's already almost done with October. I don't have any crazy goals for you guys, but I do for myself. Okay, so my goal is I need to increase our paychecks, all of our paychecks, 20 to 40%, okay, in the next year. The sooner the better. As a team collective, do you guys want to hear our goal? All right, we're going to be short of hitting 20 MDC if we cruise to Monations next year. I'm saying cruise, no increases. We're going to be short. So team, let's go 20 MDC. We need a little bit of an increase. All right, 20%. So I'll tell you guys how I do this. I go into my back office and I look at my existing market partners and I don't assume who's checked out or who's not. Okay. Just like women have PMS cycles, it could be a different week this week. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like they might be excited this week. I just check in with them. Hey, what are your goals this month? Do you want an increase? Do you want to shoot for an increase? I'm just cutting straight to the chase. I'm not asking, do you want to work? How you doing? How's it? No, do you want an increase? Because that's what I want, right? So I'm just real direct. I'm direct with my prospects. I'm direct with my market partners. I feel like I get the best results that way. I'm already nice. Like I don't have to worry about like, am I coming off genuine? No, I'm genuine. Trust me. Do you want an increase? Okay. Then you take your numbers, whatever you closed out with last month, they're going to write those numbers down. Okay. And today's the 20th. We got time, you guys. You got 10 days left. That's 1/3 of the month left over, right? Today's the 20th. Okay. Try to hit the numbers that you hit last month by the 5th of this month. That's how I do my increases. I put a deadline. You'll hit the number, but probably not in the deadline unless you set it, right? So I'll probably like, or I'm just going to coast and the numbers are going to close out the same number as they were last month. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to help everyone with their personal volume. So I'm going to go ask Amanda, hey, Amanda, how are you doing? Do you have girls I can help you with? And Amanda's going to say, actually, I got this one girl. Um, she's having an issue with her friend. Okay, so her friend doesn't have the time. What would you say? Just a conversation like that leads my sales. You guys, that's it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, okay, so she's struggling with her time. All right, well, tell her I'll be her clutch because I got the time. I just need her contacts and her prospects, and we need to send them a video, which I'm actually working on a video that will be uploaded within the next week. And it's going to be me and Josh. It'll be fun because I think a guy needs to be on this because the wives who are chilling, they're like, oh, I mean, see, honey, he has a Ferrari. Okay, so I am going to get a video of the top 10 reasons why we chose Monat. I'm going to get that out in the next week. I have an old one, but I need a new one. By the 25th, Chelsea. By the 25th of this month, you want to hit your numbers of last month. And if you want a little bit higher, shoot for the 23rd, but I'm giving you guys 5 days. And then you'll have another 6 days to close out. Okay. So I think that's a pretty good time crunch. Um, all right, we're going to close this call down in the next 2 minutes. If you guys have any questions, drop them in. Next Monday, we'll do another call. I probably won't share my story, all of that stuff. We're going to go straight into what did I write down actually? Oh, ranks. I want to talk about ranks and commissions and payout because that's a big reason why we're here, right? We want to get paid so we can provide for our families. So I'm going to talk about ranks, commissions, different ways that you can get paid. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you're talking to prospects and these girls are like, oh, you just don't make that much money with it. All right, I got girls pushing the live button on TikTok and they're treating it like it's their own QVC channel and they're bringing in thousands of dollars in sales in hours. Thousands of dollars in sales in hours. Not the first few times. They just got maybe 1 or 2 sales the first few times. But they are doing it. I am watching ladies with less influence than me be more successful than I am on TikTok. So it's pretty exciting. And you guys can treat any social media platform the same way. Do you have any opportunity calls for new prospects? I don't right now, Laura. I have an old video that I've been sending off to people, and it was like my top 10 things. It's in my boards under opportunity, business opportunity tab. I need to redo it. It's old. It's like 2 years old. So I'm gonna redo that one. And also send me a DM if you guys are like, hey, we need opportunity calls. The reason why I'm doing team calls is because I got enough requests. I had like 15 girls the last 2 weeks ask me when I'm doing team calls. So I'm like, all right, we'll start doing them. Boards, yes. Does anyone have my boards where they can drop it? I don't know if anyone has their phone up. I don't have boards on my computer. What do the new girl calls cover? New girls call, this was considered my new girl call kind of, Tammy, but whenever I do a new girl call, I'm going to actually put my new girl stuff in a tab on boards, and I'm going to talk about um, changing the quiz in the back office and how to consult people on a quiz, because that's the super productive stuff that we go straight to. You know, if they know how to do that, then they're going to sign up people. I'm going to make sure that they have 2 to 4 contacts that they're ready to reach out to. And I say 2 to 4 because the bare minimum people will do 1 or 2. The overachievers are going to get 4 and say, I got more. But 2 to 4 is a very small number. And it's hard to focus on more than 4 people at one time, right? Whenever you are like one-on-one with these people, 2 to 4 is a great number. 2 to 4 is all I do. When I got started, I knew MMP was 2 people. 2 to 4. And I had 2 backups. So 4 people is like 2 backups. I just kept it really simple. MMP is the first rank. I show them that if they are educated enough to retain that information. Do you know what I mean? Some people are like, ranks are like, my sister for the first 2 years, she did not understand the ranks. That would not have helped her. I just told her, you do this and this and this, and you make $1,000. So I kind of cater to them. I cater to every single market partner differently because some people are not going to pick up what I'm putting down. I just try to keep reading the room every second with them. 7 steps of re-onboarding. Go to my boards, and you're going to click on work your biz, work my biz. So this is my boards. It's about to get really, really revamped. You're going to go to work your biz. And if you guys want to just literally joggle through my brain, I have 4 different explanations of how I start people on, because personalities are different. Some people are very green personality, like my husband. I'm the complete opposite. So I have different ways of how you can re-onboard people. Onboarding tips, onboarding process. There's an entire paragraphs that you guys can read to get into it. If you just want the simple steps, there's the simple steps, and it's basically on onboarding tips, work your biz, and it's on my boards. It's going to get cleaned up and like revamped too this week. I'm so excited about it. All right, I think I answered most of the questions. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Kaislyn. Chaislyn. I always call her name different. Okay, next week we'll talk about ranks. We'll talk about getting you guys some paychecks and getting really, really simple plans to create an example of a wine and wash. That's in my boards too. Or you can YouTube it. Julie Stevens wine and wash. Is it wine and wash? Is that what it's called? It's in my boards also. It's really simple, you guys. Whenever you guys are doing wash parties, you're demoing the product. Keep it simple. They can even blow out their own hair. You don't have to. Do it any way that you like to do. Okay, it looks like everything is answered. Thank you for doing this. Yeah, I'm excited too, guys. It was good to see you guys. PDF files. It should, Tammy. I think they were actually talking about that in the chat today. We should have new product packs on the PDF files. I'll go in there and check today. I'll go ask them. Also, we have our onboarding that some of the leaders put on the campsite. I think we might be updating that too here shortly, but don't quote me on it. We were all talking about it. All right, you guys, I will see you next week. My door is always open. Remember, I do this full time, and my goals are to help you guys succeed and win no matter how that is. So feel free to reach out to me anytime. I am super busy, so it's not just like, yo, what's up? Like, this is what's going down. Although I love those calls too, and I typically call you guys for that stuff. But if you guys need help, like, don't feel like you're bothering me. Okay, my door's open. I really do want to increase 20%. Like, it's like seriously, that's my goal, and I hit my goals. So whoever's going to be doing this with me is going to have a pay increase as well, right? Check your rank where you are this month. We have 10 days till close out. Make this month count. You only have November and December left, but right now matters. Today matters. And what you do today, I mean, if you lock in and buckle down for like a solid hour today, you might get done more today than you would have all week, right? So the things that really progress are selling product. Remember, we got to get product sold. Talk about the product. Talk about the opportunity. Get your market partners in, get them excited about what we have here, and show them the first bonuses that they can earn and keep it really, really simple. And reach out if you guys ever need any help. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week. Happy Monday. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.